What's up, everybody? Pepper Bay here with the Church of Hot Sauce. And as always, here at the Church of Hot Sauce, may the spice be with you and also with you. Been a pretty solid week. Been a little busy. A lot of work. A lot of that good stuff. Blessed, breathing. Hope everybody's been having a wonderful week so far. I know it is only Monday. Sorry I didn't get an episode out yesterday. Things come up, motivations get swayed, is what it is. But we've got a great show for you today. Some great sauces from amazing companies, or what I hope are great sauces from, but definitely from some amazing sauces. We're going to be reviewing sauces from Hurtberry Farms, Bayou Gotham, the Spicy Shark, and of course the infamous Mikey D's Foods. So, honestly, pretty stacked lineup. For those of you that don't know, that's as far as small batch goes, those are some pretty solid companies as far as size-wise. So, excited to try these sauces and get right to it. Also, in the spicy sermon, we're going to be talking a little bit about humility and conceitedness. Kind of go into that a little bit more later on. So, hopefully you stick around till the end. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video. Really appreciate that. Don't forget also this video will be posted on the YouTube. That's at Pepper, B-A-E-L-O-F, and that's going to be at YouTube. Also have the Instagram account. You can go check that out, Church of Hot Sauce. Yeah. If there's any sauces you'd like me to try, if you're a company that wants your product reviewed, feel free to reach out. I answer fairly quickly on this profile or on my personal profile. So feel free to reach out or let me know if there's something that you would like to see reviewed. All right, let's get into it. Right off the bat, we're going to start off with a sauce from Hurtberry Farms. And they are a this is a Louisiana style hot sauce. Let's see where they're out of. Port Perry, Ontario, Canada. Hey. Alright, we've got, this is the Rougarou. I hope I'm saying that right. Rougarou. Yeah, HBF has been around for quite some time. I'm not quite sure the exact amount of time, but I know how long I've been in the sauce game as far as reviewing and doing the whole competitive chili pepper eating, and they've definitely been around longer than that. So I've been around for a solid 6 years. If you don't know who HBF is, they've definitely had some viral sauces, at least within the spicy community, where people have been crazy raving over. So I had to finally give them a shot. I don't think I've had any of their sauces on this show yet. To be fair, 73 episodes, 4 sauces. We're looking at well over 300 sauces that we've done on the show so far, so I can't remember all of them. Right here, the ingredients on this one are going to be, and since it's Canadian, it has one in French and one in English. Let's see here. Water, white vinegar, roasted red habaneros, Spanish onion, sugar, cayenne pepper, garlic scapes, kosher salt, fresh garlic, ghost peppers, fresh green bell peppers, fresh red bell peppers, Spanish paprika, and xanthan gum. We're going to give it a little Taylor Swift. We're going to shake it up. Shake it up. Oh. First, we're going to see what the nose knows. Oh, okay. Definitely get the sweetness from the cane sugar as well as the natural sweetness from the bell peppers that are in here. Picking up a lot of the paprika and the garlic. Interesting. Not really picking up a whole lot of the ghost peppers, but that can be misleading. So, I don't think that there is a heat index on this one. Not that I can see, so we're going into it blind, but it does have ghost pepper in it, so we'll see. Let's go ahead and check out the viscosity of this one. Oh, that's a beautiful pour. And to be fair, it does have xanthan gum in it. And if you've seen any of my other videos, I do have an opinion on xanthan gum. But it doesn't change. You can still have a great sauce with xanthan gum. So, what is giving it that tomatoey background? Maybe it's just the garlic and the bell peppers that's giving me that sensation, but very interesting. Almost taste, you know how like when you smell a tomato-based sauce, it has that, like, you can smell the acidity that's in there. It's kind of what I'm picking up. Cheers. That's quite the ride. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do that one more time because that was fast as far as how that flavor develops, and I couldn't even describe it as fast as it happened. So, ooh, that's an interesting background. So right away, you get very much garlic, habanero, sweet heat, and the texture is very fresh and bright, as far as almost like I'm assuming it's the, what did they say, garlic scapes, which I believe that's the top of the garlic. I could be wrong. We can actually go ahead and look that up real quick because I'm actually really curious. The floury stalks, yeah. So let's see, I know what I'm talking about. So it's got a nice crunch to it, almost like an internal garniture that you would see in like fine dining dishes, to where it's minute textures that affect the overall balance, but not balance as far as textures in the inside. So you're not necessarily going to know that they're there until you bite into it. So after you get hit with that garlic, the sweetness, not only the bell peppers, but the habaneros, you get hit with a nice heat, gets you not in the outside of your palate, but on the inside of your palate, going all the way back in the back of your throat. As soon as that dissipates and you've swallowed the hot sauce, you get a very light greenery kind of effect that hits the palate, and I'm assuming that that's coming from the garlic scapes. Very unique flavor profile, very interesting finish. It's like garlic but light, so it's not heavy, it's not oil based, but it's very light and greenery kind of effect that you're getting. Very unique and interesting. Honestly, I could see this used in a lot of different ways. I'm automatically thinking this would be amazing on fish. Absolutely incredible on fish if you wanted to do a bake or do a brushing onto a cooking fish with a little bit of acidity, some lemon or something. Tossed on some fries, anything dense as well. I feel like this would take a dense dish and kind of lighten it up with bringing you a full depth of flavor for a hot sauce. This is pretty decent. I like that the overall flavor is heavy garlic but not. I like the sweetness that the habaneros provide with the sweet heat. It's got a decent amount of heat. I really can't taste the ghost peppers, but there is a lingering heat that is provided by that ghost pepper, and then that smokiness that ends that heat that is provided by the paprika. Great flavor. For me, this is a solid, as far as heat level is concerned, I would give it a solid, maybe for me a 2, 2.5. For a non-chili head, you're probably looking at a solid 5 or a 6. Flavor-wise, this is solid. This is a decent sauce. I give it a solid 8 out of 10. Definitely delicious. Definitely something I could see myself using. This bottle will probably be gone within the next couple weeks, if not sooner than that. So definitely useful. Yeah, Hurtberry Farms. Rougarou. Again, I really hope I'm saying that. There might be some kind of French verbiage that I'm not aware of. So I don't speak French. So maybe my French Canadian friends can help me out, or Hurtberry Farms. But great sauce. Definitely decent flavor, and I know they have an enormous lineup, so check them out. Hurtberry Farms, they are on Facebook, they're on Instagram, they are on pretty much every social media page that I'm aware of. So if this is what just one sauce provides, I can't wait to get and delve into their other lineup of sauces that they have. So Hurtberry Farms, very nice. Okay. Next up, I've got quite a few sauces from these guys in there. I'd say in there, like you guys know what I'm talking about. I probably have a good 100 sauces that I haven't opened up that I need to review. So there is a chest of just sauces that are staged to be reviewed on the show that will all be eventually, obviously, reviewed on the show. Bayou Gotham Hot Sauce. This is their Caribbean Creole Flambeau. Yeah. This is a hot on the heat-o-meter that it's got here, and these guys are out of Louisiana, if I'm not mistaken. I thought it says it's bottled in New York, so anyway, Bayou Gotham Caribbean Creole Flambeau. Let's see. Ingredients on this one are going to be distilled vinegar, onion, yellow bell peppers, water, cayenne peppers, Scotch bonnet peppers, love it, orange juice, guava paste, lime juice, lemon juice, garlic, clove, ginger, turmeric, kosher salt, turbinado, okay, mixed peppercorns, cinnamon, coriander, and natural vegetable gum. Okay. Bayou Gotham. Let's go ahead and check this one out. We're going to give it the old Taylor Swift. We're going to shake it up. Shake it up. First we're going to see what the nose knows. Well, that is very unique. What am I picking up in that? Coriander, the tamarindo. Wow, that is very, very interesting. It automatically reminds me of Moroccan, definitely not American, either North America or South American flavors, but wow. Spiced, that cinnamon and that, what is that? It's got to be the turbinado, the cinnamon, and the coriander that I'm getting so much of, but it is absolutely beautiful bouquet of smell. Very interesting. Let's go ahead and look at the viscosity of this. Great pour. I like something that's you don't want it too watery, but you don't want it too thick either. So this is a great viscosity. It moves around on the spoon great, but not to where it's just like water where it's pouring off. Wow, that is so unique. That's the orange. The orange is playing with it too. That citrus, that sweet citrus. Wow. Cheers. Wow. Okay. Let's go ahead and take another run at that. Wow. Wow. Okay. If this ain't going on some chicken immediately after this, for real, that means it's going to. So you hit with a turbinado, cinnamon, coriander, spices free flowing with that beautiful, beautiful citrus coming from that orange juice, with a with that Scotch bonnet it's there, but it's not so in your face that it's overwhelming. Wow, and that guava is absolutely beautiful. Clove ginger. Ginger. That's what it is. That's what it is. That ginger that's playing with the turbinado. That's delicious. That is a ride. It's very unique, like chicken. This was made to go on chicken. Any kind of light, lean meat protein, this is going to play amazingly well with. I would love to almost thicken this with a little bit more sugar, maybe some cane sugar, and make a glaze to go on some nuggeted lean chicken, breaded or not. And this would be absolutely phenomenal. On some wings, next level. I could eat a dozen wings, no problem with this on there. The heat level is not crazy. It's flavorful AF. It is there. The heat kind of hits you a little bit on the back third portion of your palate, but it's not. But it's by no means is it overwhelming. It's accentuated. It's like the ingredients are dancing on your palate, and the heat is just playing. It's just dancing along with those other ingredients. This is phenomenal. It's different. It's unique. It's wow. I'm extremely impressed by this. Makes me super excited for the other Bayou Gotham sauces that I have to try. Bayou Gotham Caribbean Creole Flambao Thea. I would honestly, I'd give this a solid 10. This is again very unique but very flavorful, forward spice oriented but not too overwhelming. If you haven't had turbinado before or experienced a ginger orange turbinado, like kind of a mixture, this is absolutely incredible. You could use this as a glaze, you could use this as a finishing sauce. Like honestly, this is quite a universal sauce as far as what you're able to put this on. Great flavor. This is a 10 for me. Bayou Gotham Flambao Thea. Absolutely fantastic sauce. I would give this a solid 10. Heat wise, I'm getting barely a 1, so somebody that's not like a chili head, you're probably getting maybe a 2 or a 3 tops. Probably not even a 3 though. This is a great sauce. I would highly recommend anybody to try this sauce. This is different. If you're tired of the same old, and you're looking for something a little bit different to try that'll kind of just pique your interest and throw you for a little bit of a ride that doesn't involve burning your tongue, this is definitely where it's at. This is a solid sauce. Bayou Gotham. Solid. Incredibly solid. Alright. Next up, this is from their 6-fin series, Hamagata, the spicy shark. Hamagata. I don't know why all of a sudden I have a German accent when I'm saying that, but spicy shark, Hamagata. The artwork on this is absolutely fantastic. I wish the camera would zoom in a little bit better. I think it's about time we got an upgrade on the camera. But absolutely fantastic artwork. Really freaking, there we go. Really cool. Bizarre is not the right word, but eye-catching is definitely the verbiage for it. Very cool. Let's see, for the ingredients, these guys are out of New Hampshire, born in New England. Where we got them? Ingredients: scorpion pepper, vinegar, onion, roasted red pepper, molasses, water, garlic, celery, habanero pepper, pineapple juice, banana, tomato, almond flour, sunflower oil, Carolina Reaper pepper, 7-pot Cremo pepper, chocolate chili powder, which is going to have cacao nibs, chili, juniper berry, allspice, and maple syrup. Seasonings: liquid smoke, paprika, salt, coffee puree, and spices. Alright then. Hamagata. I can't get over how awesome that label looks. The spicy shark, yeah. We're gonna get a little Taylor Swift. We're gonna shake it up. Shake it up. And right off the bat, I'm going to cleanse my palate just a little bit more for this one. First off, we're going to see what the nose knows. Aha! There's some peppers playing in here. Wow. Okay, right off the bat, scorpion pepper. Like, granted, that is the main ingredient as far as it's listed first, so there's the most of that than anything in here, so it's apparent. I can definitely get some of that liquid smoke, but liquid smoke kind of has that effect. It's got a great smokiness. It almost smells like a really good barbecue sauce. Let's see what the viscosity is like here. Okay. Solid viscosity, a little liquidy. Let's see what they say. Goes great with shrimp, crawfish, gumbo, jambalaya, po' boys, dirty rice, meat, poultry tacos, tempeh, and anything in need of flavor and heat. Well. There's the scorpion peppers. Hey, how's that? I didn't think there was going to be any heat for a second there, and then all of a sudden it was like, you're wrong, bud. Beautiful smokiness, almost like a barbecue kind of effect. And then as soon as you swallow, you get hit with this bouquet of scorpion pepper that is just like, here you go. It's there. It's saying nice to meet you. And then it finishes with like a beautiful, like, dark, that molasses, that deep flavor profile that's going on. Oh, that is... This one's a hot one. This will get you a little bit. Really good flavor, though. Really, really good flavor. 7-pot Primos, Carolina Reapers. That depth of flavor is definitely coming from that cacao and that coffee. Youse. This is hot. In the best way possible. I can absolutely see how this would go good with that Cajun cooking. Oh my God. I can't stop saying it like that. Great flavor. This is absolutely phenomenal. I'd give this, as far as heat level goes, for me, this would definitely be probably about a 5. So for a non-chili head, you're probably looking at somewhere like closer to a 7 or an 8, if not a little bit higher. This will get you. But if you're using it in a large pot, like let's say you're doing a gumbo or a jambalaya, and you're wanting to accentuate the entirety of the dish, this will definitely do the trick. With a like 4 or 5 tablespoons will get you a huge depth of flavor that maybe you weren't able to accomplish just by doing the roux or the what am I thinking? Your carrot, celery, onion, like your base for the base flavor of the stock. Really, really good though. I can see how this would be working with fish really well also, but like also some andouille sausage, that whole shebang. Rice, doing almost like a risotto effect, getting that rice to soak up this beautiful flavor. If this was added into a stock to get some kind of risotto effect, or just to have that be the liquid that you're using in your normal rice to make dirty rice, would be absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to give this a solid 9. It's different. It's definitely hot, but I like hot. I like something that pushes my boundaries a little bit. Not to say a 5's pushing my boundaries, but it definitely surprised me from what the first initial flavor was. I could also see this being added into a barbecue sauce to be used on a glaze of like any kind of pork product that you're putting on the barbecue. This could absolutely heighten that dish immensely. That I would be blown away if somebody had this in there. Really, really good flavor. I can't say enough about it, but a solid 9 for me. It says extreme heat. This is 6 shark fins, and one of them has flames on it. So clearly, they're letting you know. Oh my God! Great sauce. Again, born in New England, out of New Hampshire, the Spicy Shark. Check them out. They have a huge lineup as well as far as their sauces are concerned. Again, this is only one of a few that I have to try, so we'll be trying more of their products here on Church of Hot Sauce. But the Spicy Shark, definitely worth a check out for sure. Trying to cleanse the palate very well with that one, because that definitely had some oil content with all of those peppers that were used in that batch, or that sauce in general. And we do have, I'm getting a little bit of the sniffles. Not that it was too overwhelmingly hot for me, but it definitely, my body saying, oh, there's something there, bud. It's correct. last and certainly not least, we've got a sauce from a great individual. Met him at a couple shows. One of my favorite sauces from last year, the year before last, 2024, was the Moroccan, I think it was Moroccan Madness that he did the collab with KTD Saucy. Great sauce. One of the best sauces of the year to come out. But we've done quite a few sauces from him on this show. I bought the variety pack. I've had some sauces, other sauces that weren't in the variety pack. So we've probably done about 10 sauces, if not more, from this guy. It is Mikey V. And he is out of the great state of Texas. And this one right here is going to be a Verde for the ages for the Verde Wars. If you don't know about the Verde Wars, Verde Wars, it's a thing. This is 512 pot sauce. It says, yes, it's safe, legal, and addicting. This is a roasted jalapeno hemp seed. That is a very unique label. Back in the day, I definitely partook. Now I cannot because of my job, and that's okay. What's up, Sean Hansen, my guy? We've got the 512 pot sauce. Love the artwork on this, absolutely phenomenal. And my camera isn't going to do it justice, but the bits that you can see within this sauce are absolutely incredible. Ingredients on this one are going to be roasted tomatillo, white vinegar, roasted green bell peppers, roasted jalapeno peppers, roasted garlic, water, oregano, hemp seeds, salt, xanthan gum, black pepper, and smoked ghost pepper. I'll give it a little Taylor Swift. We're going to shake it up. Shake it up. This one's going to be a tough one. Okay. It's definitely a Verde from what I'm picking up on it. The roasted jalapeno. Anytime I see a roasted jalapeno, I'm almost automatically assuming that it's going to be a Verde. It's very, very rarely is it not. Alright. Cleanse my palate one more time. And we're going to see what the nose knows. Ooh, okay. Definitely getting the roasted jalapenos, the bell peppers, and the tomatillo. But that hemp seed is it's giving it a very earthy effect, more so than like what the roasted jalapeno would already bring to the table. And a very, very spry, vinegary smell. Let's check out the viscosity. Ooh, look at that. That is what I'm talking about. It is not overly pulsed. It is not overly thick. It moves great with the spoon. This is like almost a darn near perfect viscosity. And I wish I could show you on camera all the little bits. The roasted bits from the jalapenos and the tomatillos. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, and it's chunky. A little chunk monk. So we get another spoonful on that. This is a great textured sauce. I love that it's not too overly pulsed. This is great. Mmm. Right away you get a nice little vinegary edge. Not a bite. It's very calm because the almost creaminess that you're getting from the roasted tomatillos, and the texture that you're getting from the hemp seeds. Wow. Yeah, the texture is quite, it's not super smooth. There is texture about it. Again, like almost like an internal garniture. It's nice and even keeled. It has an earthy aspect, gives you just a slight bit of heat in the back of the throat, but not crazy. This is very much a heavy tomatillo sauce, to where it's fresh, it's bright, it's green. Like if you were to close your eyes and taste the sauce, the color green would pop up almost instantaneously into your brain. It definitely has a little bit of kick in the back of the throat, but it doesn't overwhelm the palate. So if you had this again with a nice lean protein or on the Chaco, added in with a nice like classic fully loaded burrito, eggs. Honestly, just like me personally, I love having clean protein, so like having a half avocado, just with a little bit of salt on it, a couple dabs of this on there. This is drinkable. Yeah, I could definitely drink this. This is very unique. The hemp is a very interesting flavor profile that does add to its uniqueness already, because it's definitely not like any other tomatillo sauce that I've ever had before. It's unique. Its label is very intriguing and catches the eye because of obvious reasons. But very unique, very good. I'd give this a solid like 9.2, 9.3 on flavor. This is definitely up there in the upper echelon. Very unique, very different. As far as heat goes, me personally, I'm getting about a 1. But for somebody that's non-chili head, you're maybe getting a 2. It's not crazy different as far as like the variants that you're going to get. It definitely has a little bit of heat, but it's not. This is going to be a nice ride that you can enjoy. This is a kiddie coaster, if you will. Or a Ferris wheel. Very interesting sauce. Mikey V's 512 Hot Sauce. Definitely worth a try. This will be gone by the end of the week. I can almost guarantee you. Like I'm gonna have it on some chicken because that's all I eat within the last like month or two. But it's going to be decimated. That sauce is going to be gone. Especially something not too hot to start your day to emphasize the leanness of a protein. Yeah, it says that it will not make you unpass a drug test. So let's hope there is no psychoactive effect. So this should be safe. I trust Mikey D, otherwise he wouldn't be able to sell it online. But this is definitely. I thought it was going to be niche because of the label. It's not. It's a really good quality sauce. Don't keep if you don't partake, don't keep that from you trying the sauce, because it is an outstanding sauce that I highly recommend. It's definitely good. Wow, that was a really surprising on that one. Mikey B, check him out on all the platforms. Great guy, great company. They also do the gator toes for League of Fire. Like, it just makes great products. So you can't go wrong with anything that Mikey B does so far. I don't think I've had a sauce that I've scored under a 7. So pretty impressive. All right, it's that time of the episode where we get into the spicy sermon. I witnessed somebody posting something that said, something about everybody trying to hit me up because I'm single. You're all ugly, and I'm not that single. Now, granted, everybody's allowed to have standards, and obviously physical attraction plays into a large part of attraction, but I think this voices conceitedness, and I thought I'd talk about that a little bit today, because conceitedness doesn't have to be just about what you see beauty-wise, and I think the Bible talks about a dangerous form of pride, folly, and selfish ambition that hinders spiritual growth and relationships. It also said, and this I love this quote. Let's see here. Proverbs 16:18, warning that pride goes before destruction. It is described as a trait that can cause people to trust in themselves rather than God. Exaggerated opinion of oneself, often relying on wealth, beauty, or intelligence rather than God. Let not the wise man boast in his wisdom. Let not the mighty man boast in his might. Let not the rich man boast in his riches. Now, how I take that is, somebody doesn't go around saying, "Oh, I'm so wise." When people recognize that intelligence level and that deeper perspective, they say that. A real wise person isn't going around calling themselves wise. To retrospect that into my life, being a chef, there was something that one of my favorite chefs, Chef Franz from Austria, used to say, and it's that you are not a chef until your peers call you a chef. I don't care what kind of paper you have. Talking of a degree, you are not a chef until your peers acknowledge you as a chef. Same goes for them. You are not wise until your peers observe you as wise, or you are not, it's not inward, it's outward. People will see what they see and be able to distinguish that. It's important to be confident, but it's important to not be overconfident to where you diminish others because of the confidence. We're all in this road of life. We all have different walks. We all have different experiences. We all have different downs and different ups. I remember I was driving in a car with my father. I was probably 13, something like that. And we drove down the street. We were driving down the street, and we passed a younger couple walking down the street, where the young man was not great looking, but his what was assumed to be girlfriend was. My father goes, "Whoa, how did he get her? That doesn't make any sense." I remember saying, "I bet he's a good guy. I bet he treats her right." My dad looked at me and he goes, "You were raised right. You're a good guy. You're a good man." I will forever remember just a random event that happened in my life, but I will always remember that event. And I think that people have these false ideologies of like, "Oh, I deserve that." Like, you see a lot of women out there, "Oh, I won't date somebody unless they make over $200,000 a year." in my opinion, I hope that nobody that makes over $200,000 a year dates you. I think that you are full of yourself, and you need to be, one, realistic, and maybe do some self-thinking, some self-retrospective thought process on yourself, and see who you really are and what actually matters, because that shouldn't matter. When you're trying to find the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with. Obviously, looks matter a little bit because you want to be attracted to the person. But if you're actually wanting to find something that's meaningful, should that be on your list? Yes, but should it be on the top? No. I think you should find somebody that's going to care about you, love you, treat you right, be there when the chips are down for you, and at the end of the day, be able to show you what your true worth is. I think that's what we're all looking for, if we haven't found it already. I know that's what I'm looking for. Anyway, be humble, sit down, be humble. Remember what's truly important in this world. Don't hold yourself higher than anybody else. Be humble, be confident, yet be humble. And remember, we're all going through a journey. Well, that's it for me, Pepper Bay, here at the Church of Hot Sauce. For everybody watching, I appreciate you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow this page on Instagram and Facebook, live almost every Sunday morning at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the live video, and all the individualized sauce reviews are posted on YouTube along with the full-length episode. This was episode 74, and don't see any time stopping soon. So share this, like this. Always appreciate the support. And as always, here on the Church of Hot Sauce, may the spice be with you and also with you. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. I'll see you next week.